Hey, what's up, everybody? Hope you guys are doing well, especially during this pullback. Pretty brutal with $600 million in liquidations. In this video, we're going to go over Ethereum's price action before the upcoming merge, which has just exploded Ethereum's price upwards. So I'm going to go into where I think Ethereum's headed. I did have the $1,900 range targeted in this video a few weeks ago. 1900 range, and I'll stop that there. I didn't think we'd break above 2000. I thought maybe we would leave everybody hanging there who had orders, but we just peaked over 2000 and now we're breaking down. I'm gonna go into the reason why I thought we were gonna touch that and why that was my take profit and why this might be the lower high. It's not looking too great for Ethereum on larger time frames, but you have to keep in mind the merge is right around the corner, so it's a little hard to pick a direction here. But we clearly, if we actually take out our fibs from our lower high right here to our lower low right here, you can see that this was the 38.2 area, which I love to see it break down here. And not only that, if we use that as a support and resistance line, you can see that this was the first time after Ethereum's large run up in the bull market where we started to break down, where we got that large breakdown here. We used it as another resistance and then broke above. And then you can see here we used it as support, we used it as support, we used it as support. And then here we also used it as support. And then we just broke down here and got rejected. So this is a pretty interactive area where price clearly is getting rejected or being supported a ton right here. So you can see here after breaking right above, kind of thrusting over the 1916 price, we broke down. So this was an awesome TP area if you're just taking profits or just selling your Ethereum because you're expecting this as the next lower high. So this was the lower low, lower high. You broke this low right here, lower high right here, back to a lower low, lower high. And are we going to retest lows or even make new lows? That is impossible to say right now, but a lot of people are thinking we are just going to continue up, including Arthur Hayes. I think he tweeted out today that he's looking to add long, and if he had a few $billion, he would buy. So I'm not sure what his game is there or what his move is there, but this is what I'm going to be looking for. On the weekly, like I mentioned, we just got rejected from this huge resistance area. So that's not looking too great. But what I do like is that, one, let me remove the... Actually, I'll just leave it there. One, we have the 4 and 9 cross right here on the EMAs, and then we actually broke over the 200 as well. So this is kind of what I want to see. I want to see like us use this as major support, the 200 in this area right here, and then try to bounce back up and see if we could break 2000. If we break 2000 and there's still major hype and volume coming in before the merge, then I think this would be the next area, the 2500 region, and that's where I would see major resistance. Just from this area as well here, you can see that's major support given, but I would also see wanting to see it getting rejected from the moving average right here, depending on where it went. Maybe it would fall short of 2550, but that's if it breaks $2,000. It's not looking that great anymore. The next scenario I'd be looking for is if it works its way up to 2000 and then we see like a double top around 1950 or like 19 or something, so it comes back down here, bounces up, and then actually breaks down. So if you didn't sell Ethereum, you have an opportunity potentially to sell Ethereum if we get that bounce. The last scenario, which would be the worst if you're holding Ethereum or if you're long right now, is if it just kind of breaks down. So let me draw the scenarios for you, and then we'll go into smaller time frames. So right now, as I mentioned, it's not looking the greatest as we got the rejection here. We also have the rejection on the 50 RSI. We didn't even test it. We just kind of, and you can see right here as well. That was an awesome place to go short. You saw that rejection. Here we're seeing the same thing. Looking like this would be the obvious lower high here where it's going to come back down. And I'm not trying to get you bearish, as I'm still uncertain where price is going, and I'm still holding Ethereum as well. I wish I did sell everything at 2K, but that's all right because I'm gonna just keep watching it. So here's what I'm going to be looking for, and then we'll go into smaller time frames. So if Ethereum, this is case number one, comes back down into here, maybe even swoops lower, comes up, breaks 2000, comes into here, into this resistance right here, and then breaks back down. In bear markets and bottoms take a long time to form, so it could literally, just chop in there and just liquidate people both sides, high leverage traders and things like that. That's number one, as I mentioned. If that doesn't happen, then I'm looking for something like this, where we come back and bounce here, we come up here, do the double top, and then just break down, where, we don't even break this local high we made here, which I think, obviously 2,500 would be better, but that would be good. And then worst case is if we just break down here, retest, if we get lucky, and then just keep going down. That would be the worst case scenario out of those three plays. So I'll be having to watch Ethereum pretty closely here. My problem is I'm leaving to Lebanon in 2 to 3 weeks for like a month, then we're going to Bitcoin Amsterdam, so kind of just I'm not around the computer to catch these trades. I shared if in our Discord, look at this, you can see I shared, where was the before and after? Right here. In Ethereum, I said that this is breaking down. You can see that we thrusted into this right here, resistance, broke down, we gave the moving average away, and then we're getting rejected here. We're getting rejected on the daily RSI, under 50, and then boom. That was a clean trade. And the thing is, I posted that, I sent that to a friend. Bitcoin did the exact same thing. Ethereum just followed. Ethereum's leading in gains, and Bitcoin's just dumping quicker too. It's nuts. That's Bitcoin. We'll go over that after in another video, but that's on the weekly. If we go to the daily, this is where I'm seeing some support right here. We're falling into the moving average on the daily, which I like to see. We're also seeing some support right here. So this would be a great spot for it to bounce, but I think this is maybe what we'll see, like a breakdown, candle, and then hopefully we come back up. Like I mentioned, that would be best case scenario. And then we would be watching, do we break this local high that we made? If so, we're going to be going into new highs, of course, and more resistance here. So that's kind of what I'm watching for. This would be the worst case, as I mentioned, if we just kind of break down here and then get rejected and keep coming down. At least I want to see an attempt at this high right here, especially when we have so much time before the merge. So, and you can see on the daily as well, like we're retesting the 50 EMA as well, which I really like as an area. So yeah, we can peak under, but if we come back up and price comes back up, it's possible. So I'm watching this very closely, and I'm going to decide what I'm going to do with more price action that I see. So 4 hour, we're going into the oversold. We're bouncing, as I mentioned. Ethereum, that was the perfect trade right here. That was like an 8% trade. It literally, Bitcoin did the same thing. So that was very clean. You can see breaking down on the RSI, breaking down in price, and we'll see if this acts as support as it did back here as well. So this could be a great place to buy, and I would put your stop loss just below this candle. You can see the support right here. Could it bounce off of it, especially when it's oversold, or are we gonna peak lower? That's pretty much my analysis. I'm just trying to remove the noise on smaller time frames, and I'm just trying to be as patient as possible. This has kind of been my target right here. I didn't think we would extend into 25, and now we're breaking down. So I'm just gonna watch for the next thing. We're gonna be doing the daily videos, and then we're gonna head out to the Middle East and all the events out there, and keep delivering daily videos to you guys. So make sure to subscribe. We're gonna bring the giveaways back. We got a lot of shit planned out for you guys. Indicators, things to help you guys trade. So let's get it. Billionaires are made in this recession. So looking forward to making some great trades with you guys. Have an awesome day, and I'll see you guys tomorrow.